It's like, hi everyone. It's Rosa Ivy here, and happy 4th of July if you live in America. So today I'm going to share with you all how I connect with the angelic realm. So the reasons we like to connect with the angelic realms is for healing, clarity, guidance, and as well as communion with spirits. So the angelic realm is a higher vibration, and it is where we can connect with our higher self. Now, earth angels, if you've been in this, on this spiritual journey, you probably know what an earth angel is. Basically, an earth angel is a human that is in the process of integrating their higher self into their human design. So earth angels are pretty much, you could say, ambassadors for the angelic realm. So when we connect with the angelic realm, we are connecting with our higher self. We are connecting with the eagle eyes or the hawk eyes of our life. So we're looking at our life, feeling into our life from a higher perspective, like an eagle, like a hawk, a higher perspective. And what that does is it gives us a peace of mind. Now, when we connect with the angelic realms, the messages we receive can be images, it can be symbolism, it can be memories of a childhood, it could be images of the future. Basically, the angelic realm is very much the heart chakra. So when we connect with that higher vibration, we are connecting with our heart, or we are connecting with Mother Earth Gaia. Because the angels are very much the guides for planet Earth. Now, if we were on another planet, such as Sirius, such as Arcturus, such as Pleiades, they have very much their own guides. Now, angelics or archangels, ascended masters that we connect with, that are in this angelic realm, are very much guides to this planet. So we can connect with spirit guides as well in the angelic realm. So connecting with the angelic realm can also help us to open up our heart chakra, to elevate, uplift love within us. Because we all know the highest vibration of love is unconditional love, and that's very much the angels. So the angels, they possess great amounts of patience, great amounts of compassion, and they have a lot of grace. So a lot of angels, very much, many of them do come to earth. They do come to earth in a physical embodiment in this density we call the third dimension, and we call them earth angels. But a lot of them are in the higher frequencies. All we have to do is just connect to that higher frequency, and I'm going to show you how you can connect with that higher frequency to raise your vibration, as well as get in touch with your spirit guides, to also get in touch with your higher self, so you can live life with with more of a sense of comfort, support, and divine guidance, so that whatever you say, whatever you do, is coming from a place of love. So sometimes it's good. Daily, I like to check in with my higher self, with the angelic realms, to help me make the best decisions, Because in this planet Earth, sometimes if we don't have that connection to our higher self, we can, like we all know, make decisions and have actions that aren't necessarily in the vibration of truth or the vibration of our higher self or our best decision, which is unconditional love. But the thing about the angelics and the thing about unconditional love is it's unconditional love. So regardless of where you've been, what you've done, no matter how low you've been in your life, unconditional love is always available. You can always access unconditional love, and you can start your healing journey from there. So healing, it is for all. It is for all, not just people on a dharma path, people on a karma path. All we simply need to do is surrender to our higher self, surrender to our intuition, surrender to unconditional love regardless. And when I mean love regardless, I mean whatever you've done, whatever I did, whatever the situation, the scenario, the circumstance, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I am open to moving on. And that's what we're doing collectively. We're helping each other to move on from our never-ending feelings of hurt. So that hurt feeling that we have collectively in our heart that shows up in our relationship hurt, our family hurt, our hurts with self-sabotage, our self-inflicting hurt, the angels are very good at helping us to move on, to make that choice. It doesn't matter. I let it go. And that can be hard when we don't have that open door to the angelic realm. So I'm going to show you how you can open that door to the angelic realm. You can walk through and you can experience a communion, like an emergence, a gathering with your spirit team, so that you can begin, if you're at the beginning, begin to make decisions and begin to make actions that supports your peace. Okay? So what I do to connect with the angels, there are many ways that we can connect with the angels. I like to connect with the angels through prayer. And I'm going to show you how I do this prayer. Now, I've noticed in my home, I've been doing a lot of angelic prayer lately, connecting with the archangels, and I've noticed there are a lot of energies, high vibrations in my house. So I walk in, I walk out, I'm just like, ooh, I wake up and there's something going on. There's a gathering in my house of angels. And it's all because I've made that broadcast that I am open, that I am receptive, that I surrender to my angels. Okay? And their will for me. It's like surrendering to our destiny. So hold on one moment. Okay, my doggy was escaping me, so I had to tie him to a tree so he doesn't run into the street. Okay. So here we go. And I place my hands in prayer pose at the heart. and I just allow my intuition to connect. So when you just relax into your body, your intuition will communicate for you what you need right now, regarding healing, regarding clearing, regarding detoxification, regarding protection. You just need to allow your intuition to speak through you. And all you need to do is just relax. So if you have anything bothersome going on within you, if you have any hurt feeling, if you have any confusion, any restlessness within you, you can connect with the angelic realm whenever you want. It's always available, like I said. But the thing is, you must be sincere. You must be sincere when you connect with the angels, meaning you must be open and receptive 100% to their guidance and to their instructions. Okay? 100%. And if you are 100%, you will see transformation in your emotions, transformation in your overall vibrational field, because they can and they do fine-tune your vibratory field to match theirs. So when we connect with the angels, we are allowing our vibration to be fine-tuned. So our vibratory field matches the vibratory field of our angels, which is lovely, because that means we are elevating, raising the vibration of our vibratory field. And what that does is it helps us to drop, to clear, to transmutate any lower density, and that can help us. So one last thing, why it is helpful to connect with the higher realms. When we heal in the higher realms, that is very much how we can experience the profound healing in this third dimensional reality. Because think of it as your larger self. Like Russian dolls, there's a doll within a doll within a doll within a doll. So you have this little tiny doll in the center, and you have this outer doll that is a larger doll. So the outer doll is your larger doll, and that's your angelic self, that is your higher self. So when you heal, let's say a relationship in the higher realms, you're healing your energy, let's say your wholeness energy. Okay, because you are so much more than just your third dimensional self. Your third dimensional perception, your linear time, your concepts, your beliefs, you're so much more. That's very much like a tiny doll within a doll within a larger doll within a larger doll. So that's why we heal a lot of our relationships with our parents, with our ex-lovers, and the higher realms, because we heal it, the wholeness of it. Instead of like a little piece, like a little emotional piece, we can get to the root of it, get to the actual base of the tree system, in which that hurt was created, like a tree system. Okay, get into the base of it, which is our higher self. Okay, so that's the last thing I wanted to communicate before we get into the prayer. Okay, so if you have anything you want to heal, if you have anything that you want to just get out, shake out, get loose, you can join me in this prayer. You can close your eyes and open. One thing I like to say to myself, either mentally or affirm with my language, I am open and receptive to the divine guidance of the highest vibration of love and light. So the way I communicate is very command language. So not gentle, it's more from the navel point, which is the gut, our second brain, a gut. And you say, you got guts, you got will, you got power. That's what it is. You got gut. You got a strong navel point. And that's how I communicate. Some people, it's like a whisper, like the throat chakra. Some people are talking from the crown chakra, the heart chakra. Mine's like this right here. So sometimes what you can do is you can actually tap the chakras that you would like to activate, you would like to open to receive immense healing. So you can tap to really get the energy awakened and open to receive higher energy. So if our chakras are closed, it's going to be very hard for us to receive that powerful download that wants to get inside our body, get inside our chakras. Okay? Okay. I am open and receptive to the divine guidance. It is of the highest vibration of love and light. Okay. I call upon my spirit guides. I call upon my angels. I call upon the archangels of the highest vibration of love and light. So I always say the highest vibration of love and light. I always say that, okay? Because I would like to connect with, the highest vibration, unconditional love. Okay, so then I just allow my intuition to direct me, to speak through me like a channel. I call upon Archangel Michael for protection. Any feelings of being unsafe, any feelings of being uncared for, of unprotected, Archangel Michael, surround me in gas stove blue. Clear away all negativity, all persons, places, and things that does not support my life of comfort, love, and protection. Archangel Michael, I ask for your assistance. I ask that you support me in clearing away all things that does not uplift me, that does not inspire and motivate me to be my most authentic, honest, and loving human being. Okay. I call upon Archangel Uriel. I ask for your assistance in heightening my psychic abilities so that I may be able to clearly hear, see, and feel the messages that is of the highest vibration of love and light. Open, balance, and clear my chakras so that I may be able to receive my intuition clearly, concisely, so that I may live a productive, efficient, and growing life. I call upon Archangel Metatron. Heal my childhood of any beliefs that I may have taken on from my parents, from my grandparents, from my great-grandparents that does not support my original blueprint in coming to earth, my sacred vision for my authentic life. I clear away now. I upgrade my beliefs that were given to me from my caretakers, from the collective, from the school system, from jobs, from friends. I upgrade and reform my beliefs. I am worthy of the highest form of love. I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am creative. And I am here to discover myself and here to experience health and wellness. Call upon Mother Mary to surround me at this time. Mother Mary, I ask for your assistance in healing my heart of any ache, any hurt feelings from a past relationship, any hurt feelings that I have deep within my subconscious regarding my relationship with my father. I heal any hurt feelings I have deep inside my subconscious related to childhood relationships that may have brought me down, made me second guess myself, made me feel insecure. I upgrade my self-worth now. I upgrade my childhood self-worth now. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy to be seen for who I truly am. I am beautiful because I have an inner child that is playful like the orcas, that is wild like baboons, And that is lovely. That is beautiful inside of me. I embrace my inner child. I embrace the child inside of me that wants to play, that wants to be silly, that wants to be goofy, that wants to be wild and free. I embrace that, and I heal my relationship with all persons that made me feel less, that made me feel that I'm not intelligent, that made me feel unsafe, that made me feel ugly, that made me feel that it's not okay to be playful, that I shouldn't be like this, it's not attractive. I surrender that to the Holy Spirit. I surrender that to the Holy Spirit now. And I call upon Archangel Raphael for emotional healing. Heal me of all emotions regarding an ex relationship, regarding relationships in my childhood that may have brought some feelings of being uncared for, some feelings of being unsafe. I surrender that to the Holy Spirit. I am loved, and I am love, and I have the strength to be unconditional love for all. I have the strength, the discernment, and intuition to live a life of bravery, confidence, and I know that I can handle, manage my life and all that comes with it. The pain, the joy, the grief, the bliss, I can handle it because I surrender to the Holy Spirit deep inside. Okay, so that's very much how I connect with the angels. And usually after, I feel like energy in my heart chakra. So I feel almost like after I do when I drink tree tea, I feel a little bit like, whoo, like, oh, I feel like something, almost like energy moving through my system. And that is simply my vibratory field has been fine-tuned or has adjusted itself to match the vibration of the angelic realm. So when we do that, we have higher energy, we have more ability to move on, because the angels are very good at moving on. They're very good, and they want us to move on. So they're very good at helping us to get out of the endless, I'm hurt, you're hurt, we're hurt, let's just be hurt for a long time. They're very good at helping us move on and very good at helping us to handle the emotions of human, because it is a lot, and especially in this lower density. And they are very good at comforting us. So they comfort us a lot at dreams. They work with a lot of children, especially children who are in environments that are very dense. You'll see a lot of angels with children, such as like in third world countries. Okay, you'll see a lot of angels helping children because children are so sensitive. They're very sensitive, and they need a lot of protection when they're very young, because they can absorb all of the stuff. Okay, and a lot of children, particularly let's say earth angels, are needed in a lot of these particular grid points that may be dense to uplift the density of that region. So they may be in like kind of like a war zone. They may be in a war zone, these kids, so these angels very much surround these kids to keep them energetically safe from harm, energetic harm, such as the density, the toxicities that we are all kind of desensitized to. They protect them from that because they're very much like lighthouses, and particularly in dense areas, they can uplift. They uplift. So your inner child is pretty much your higher self. It is your angelic self. It is that self that is able to forgive. When we think about forgiveness, when we think about Laertius, I'm sure you all read him, if you did a little, if like English majors, and he pretty much was the light pink. When I felt his aura in his writing, he had a lot of light pink. A lot of light pink. And light pink is the heart chakra. It's like the inner heart. The outer heart is like the Gaia heart, which is the green, the big, bold green. And then the pink is like the inside of the earth. It is the light pink. It is the gentle, compassionate, and forgiving person that is inside each and every one of us. So Laotus, forgiveness, when we are at a higher vibration, we are able to, like I said, move on. And how we move on, particularly in this human design, is through forgiveness. That has been a practice, forgiveness, for thousands of years. Thousands of years. So it is not new. It is a practice that has been given to planet Earth thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, basically in the beginning of Earth creation, because it works. It works. It's worked time and time and time and time again. And it is what turned angry people into leaders. Okay? It's like turned angry Moses into a leader. Or, that's just an example. Into a leader. And a leader of, you could say, of our life is that person who has the strength to handle the emotions of anger, bitterness, hate, revenge, face it with grace. Okay? So I'm just going to see if there's anything else the angels would like to communicate. Okay. They are saying you are very much loved. It's very important. You are very much loved. You are always loved. Every step, every phase of your life, you are always loved. In the success and the failures, the marriages and the divorces, you are always loved. And the most important thing you can give to yourself, your number one priority, is self-love. Because with self-love, you can soar. You can soar. You can live free. And when I mean free as in you can make those decisions, make those actions that give you a sense of peace, that give you a sense of freedom, that give you a sense of ease. Okay? Give you a sense of resolution. Very, very important. So I'm going to see if there's anything else. The angels want me to tell a story. I was kind of thinking of telling, but I didn't really know if it was something I really wanted to say, but I feel like it will help you all. The story is my own story. So a while back, I went to Segovia, Spain, España, to study abroad, okay, for my major, English with Espanol. I love the language. And I went to Spain, and there was a person I met, and right off the bat, she found something she didn't like about me, and she held on to that. I don't like her. I don't like her. And what happened is early on in the trip, she outcasted me, meaning she told her friends, I don't like her, you shouldn't like her, so then they started to not invite me to things, social things, so I felt very alone for the first, you could say, month. And I remember I used to cry in Segovia, Spain. I didn't understand why she didn't want to talk to me. She was ignoring me. She kind of would say these things about me that weren't very kind to her friends. And it was hard. I had some hurt feelings, but I also accepted how she felt. I accepted it. I accepted it, what is, and I moved on. I kept moving forward, and I said, I'm going to have fun, and I did, regardless. So then, another group came in, okay? We had another group that came in after the first month, and this group, I actually prayed. I was like, Spirit, please, the second group, I would like them to be people that want to be my friends, because I would like to have friends in Segovia, Spain. So if I could have friends, thank you so much. the second group came in, and guess what? We became best friends. I actually met a best friend in the group, and he was so much like me, like wild and free, and so there for me. And we were just two goofballs together. And what happened is there was this weird rift between the first group and the second group, because the second group didn't understand why the first group was talking bad about me and saying like they shouldn't be my friend, that they should dislike me and stuff like that. So the second group didn't understand. So it caused this weird, almost like division. We were two groups instead of one group because of me, because one group didn't like me, and then the other group was like, what, you're really cool and stuff. So the point is, on the last day of the trip, that night before we had to go on our plane ride, we were out looking at the sunset. I was playing the guitar, writing a song, and then this girl, the girl that basically had the whole first group dislike me, she came up to me. And she hugged me. It was so sincere. And she told me, I apologize. I am so sorry for how I made you feel. And then she kissed me on the lips. And this girl, she's tough. She's very tough. Very tough. Like militant tough. So when she did that, I was like, I was not expecting that. I just accepted that our relationship was, she didn't like me. And that, I felt so like, whoa, like angels were everywhere. And I was like, oh my God. And now, about a year, 2 years later, I realized her higher self wanted her to do that. Meaning, we can't live with hate for each other. We can't live with this dislike with each other. Because what it does is we carry with it. And when we dislike people who are just trying to be authentic and just trying to heal and just trying to be happy, and what that does is it carries weight. And then it causes restlessness, it causes, you can't sleep, you don't feel good. So she did that on the last day of Spain trip because she knew she had to let it go. She didn't want to carry with her for years. So her higher self told her, you have to make a choice. You can either drop your ego and you can make peace, or you can carry this with you. It's your choice. And she made the choice of peace. And that is the higher road. It's always the higher road, because what it does is it gives us lightness of heart. We move on when we make peace. And the reason I know we move on is because when my father passed, he did not make peace with me, and particularly with me. So when he died, he wasn't able to move on. He was very much around me, and he couldn't really move on until he saw that I was 100% okay. That I was 100% okay. Because he had his own unresolved thing with me as a child. Meaning he wasn't very much there for me. So the message overall is always make peace. Always. I mean, the dark of the dark. If you can't contact the person, the higher self. Okay? Always available, the higher self. The angels through that way. But if you meet that person, when I text people, when I call people, I always imagine it's the last time I'm going to talk to them. So whenever you message, call, see somebody in person, either it's your boyfriend, either it's your brother coming in town, either it's your mother coming in town, act as though that is the last time you will see them. what would that conversation be? And I've kind of embedded that in my mind. So now I always leave things with a sense of peace. Never with a sense of like hurt or anger or disappointment, hurt feelings, because whenever you leave on the shelf, hurt feelings in a relationship, that's what stays on the shelf. So if you leave peace on the shelf, that's a lot lighter energy than leaving hurt on the shelf, okay? You make peace, it's not even on the shelf. You've resolved it. Therefore, you've moved on. So what we have going on in the planet, and I'm just going to get into this because the angels want me to get into this, is we have a shelf with so many books that are unresolved. And what that does is we got to go through every book, resolve, make peace with every book before we can really move on. Okay, move on. So if we become extremely conscious of ourselves and everything we say and do, we can live simple, meaning we're not carrying a shelf of books incomplete. We're carrying a shelf of books completed, and therefore they're like, whoo, they just shoot into the Akashic record and they're not even there. They just shoot into the heavens because it's a completed download. It's a completed relationship. It's a completed childhood. It's not just waiting to be completed. Okay? And a lot of us, we come back to planet Earth because we have a bookshelf we need to complete. And that is our karmas. And when we complete our bookshelves, all of our completed books have joined the Akashic records. Our Akashic records, which is our big data haul of all our soul's history throughout time. We can get into our Dharma, which is our Dharma path, is using our learned lessons to create our most authentic, radiant, and prosperous life on planet Earth. It's like we create our temple. That's our Dharma. Now a temple, the reason I say temple is because temple is sacred and temple is a place of healing. So Dharma is we are creating a place of healing for everyone, not just ourselves. That is our Dharma path. The thing is, we can resolve our karmas in a lifetime. We don't need thousands of lifetimes. We don't need that. Because the angelic realm is such a high vibration. When we get into that expanded vibratory field, like I said, when you heal the higher self, you're healing the wholeness. So you can heal many lifetimes in one sacred self-hypnosis or meditation or angelic prayer. You just have to access that wholeness, that angelic realm. And you can clear all those lifetimes. Okay? You can clear your grandfather issue, your ex-lover issue, get to the higher self. Or the angelic realm, it can help you. Okay? And then just ground that into your heart, because the important thing is grounding that love into your actions, into your behavior, because how we really resolve our karmas is ending the repetition. So deciding to use what we learned in that prayer, what the divine angels have asked us to do, and using that for moving on and starting a fresh energy, a fresh attitude, a fresh action, a fresh decision making. Okay, so I'm gonna end it with that. Okay, and I hope that this has helped you in any way. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for your little comments. I see them. Okay, namaste, and have a beautiful, beautiful sunset or sunrise wherever you are on the planet.